The Rottweiler is one of the most powerful breeds in the world, admired for its loyalty and feared for its strength. But what most people don't realize is that this admiration hides a brutal truth. Most first-time Rottweiler owners fail. They fail not because the dog is bad, but because they underestimate what it means to live with such a demanding breed. They fall for the image of loyalty without understanding the cost that loyalty demands every single day. When people bring home their first Rottweiler, they imagine a fearless guardian who will protect their home and love their family unconditionally. But that image is only half the story, and the half they don't see is what usually breaks them. The first reason most people fail is leadership. The Rottweiler does not respect weakness, and weakness to this breed is not about size or strength, it's about clarity and control. A first-time owner often hesitates, unsure of when to correct, when to praise, or when to enforce boundaries. The Rottweiler interprets that hesitation as instability, and instability in its world means it must take control. The second reason people fail is underestimating the Rottweiler's drive. This is not a breed that thrives on short walks and cuddles alone. It needs daily exercise, mental challenges, and a sense of purpose. When it doesn't get them, its energy transforms into destruction, aggression, and defiance. The third reason is inconsistency. A Rottweiler learns from patterns, and when an owner changes the rules from one day to the next, the bond of respect collapses. Inconsistency tells the dog that the owner cannot be trusted to lead. And when trust breaks, control shifts. The fourth reason is punishment without purpose. Too many first-time owners lash out in frustration, delivering harsh corrections without clarity. But the Rottweiler is not a dog that thrives on fear, it is a dog that thrives on respect. Fear breaks trust, and once trust is gone, the Rottweiler obeys no one. The fifth reason people fail is lack of socialization. A Rottweiler that isn't exposed to the world early becomes suspicious of everything. This suspicion quickly becomes aggression, and once aggression is rooted in mistrust, it is nearly impossible to undo. The sixth reason is treating the Rottweiler like a pet instead of a partner. This is not a soft, easygoing companion, it is a working dog bred for purpose. Without responsibility and structure, it grows restless and destructive. And once destructive habits form, most first-time owners are overwhelmed. The seventh reason is failing to understand the breed's sensitivity. Beneath the Rottweiler's strength lies a surprisingly sensitive dog, one that responds to tone, body language, and energy more than people realize. When owners bring stress, anger, or chaos into the home, the Rottweiler mirrors it back with intensity. This is how small mistakes spiral into major problems. The eighth reason is neglecting training consistency. A Rottweiler needs reinforcement every single day, not just during puppyhood. First-time owners often ease up once the basics are learned. But for this breed, training is not an event, it is a lifelong process. The ninth reason is impatience. The Rottweiler is a dog that will test boundaries over and over again. When owners give up too soon, they teach the dog that persistence wins. And once the Rottweiler learns that disobedience works, the owner has already lost. The 10th reason is ignoring the dog's health and genetics. Poor breeding has created Rottweilers with hidden health issues, unstable temperaments, and unpredictable behavior. First-time owners who don't research bloodlines often inherit problems far beyond what they can handle. The 11th reason is lack of respect for the breed's history. This dog was not bred to lounge, it was bred to work cattle, guard property, and protect lives. When owners strip away that purpose, they strip away the core of what makes the Rottweiler balanced. Without purpose, the dog creates its own. And its own purpose rarely fits into a peaceful home. The 12th reason is giving in to guilt. Many first-time owners soften when the Rottweiler pushes boundaries, choosing affection instead of correction. But affection without structure means nothing to this breed. And when affection replaces discipline, respect disappears. The 13th reason is failure to rebuild trust after mistakes. All owners stumble, but first-timers often don't know how to repair the damage. The Rottweiler doesn't understand apologies, it understands actions. Without consistent change, the bond remains broken. The 14th reason is overconfidence. Many new owners believe love alone will be enough. But love without leadership means nothing to a dog that measures strength and discipline, not affection. This mistake leads to heartbreak more than anything else. The 15th reason is failing to prepare. Too many people buy into the myth of loyalty without preparing their homes, routines, or families for the challenge. And when reality hits, they realize too late that they are in over their heads. This is why so many Rottweilers end up in shelters. They aren't failed dogs, they are dogs failed by unprepared people. The Rottweiler doesn't forgive weakness. It doesn't wait for you to learn on the job. It exposes your flaws from day one. And once it sees you as unfit, the bond of respect is gone. Without respect, there is no trust, and without trust, there is no control. But here is the other truth. In the right hands, the Rottweiler is extraordinary. It is loyal beyond measure, protective without hesitation, and devoted to the family it respects. It can become the ultimate guardian and partner, a force that stands beside you like no other. But only if you rise to meet its demands. Right pointing finger emoji. Subscribe for brutally honest Rottweiler truths every week. Right pointing finger emoji. Like this video if you believe people deserve the truth before making the same mistakes. Right pointing finger emoji. And check the affiliate links in the description for training tools, supplements, and essentials every Rottweiler owner should have. Because the dark truth is simple. Most people fail with their first Rottweiler not because of the dog, but because of themselves. And until more people admit that, the cycle of failure, regret, and abandonment will never end.